You know that there are famous musicians with massive audiences that no one in the United States has ever heard of? For example, I was just on a hike in Peru, and everyone in my hiking group asked me if I knew someone named Robbie Williams. To which, of course, I asked, "Do you mean Robin Williams, the comedian?" And they said, "No, Robbie Williams, the musician." Then all of them, Europeans, South Americans, Australians, proceeded to roast me for not knowing his song Angels, which is apparently on par with Piano Man here in the United States. But me and the other Americans on our hike had never heard of him before, despite the fact that on Spotify, he has 16 million monthly listeners. And I mean, look at these stream numbers. These are insane numbers, and I have never heard of him once in my life. Now, some of you might be saying, "I've heard of Robbie Williams. You're an idiot. I know who he is." Well, good for you. But that's not the norm. In fact, there's an AV Club article that talks about how Williams tried to break in the United States, even with the popularity of Angels, which is played at a lot of funerals, but he could not do it. And most people in this country, most people don't know who he is. And he's not alone. In fact, there's a whole documentary called Searching for Sugar Man that features Sixto Sugarman Rodriguez, who had a ton of popularity internationally, but never caught on in the United States. And most people here didn't know who he was until that documentary came out. So I just find it fascinating that you could be so popular, a household name, a song sung at the bar every single weekend in countries around the world, and then in other places, people could see you on the street and have no idea who you are. If you know more musicians that fit this criteria, comment them down below. And if you want more interesting stories about things like this, follow me and subscribe to my newsletter.